Coates is coming into the ring, and I know you're really looking forward to this fight because he's going to be fighting a guy that you're real familiar with.
Yeah, he's Pat Coates, very, very tough guy. Is going to be fighting just as tough guy with Kevin Wong tonight, both based out of gyms in Philadelphia. Pat out of the Northeast gym, breakerz MMA, and Kevin Wong out of the gym, Southwest Philly, the Fight Firm.
And both making their debuts tonight.
Yes, both making their MMA debuts.
He studies jiu-jitsu and boxing. He weighs in tonight at 155.6 pounds. Hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this is Pat Coates. Fighting out from that corner, he fights for the Fight Firm of Philadelphia. He studies MMA. 160 pounds from Sandusky, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Wong.
Sammy, you know what it's like to be in your very first fight. And that's a big shock, is it not? Isn't that a difference?
I mean, I've wrestled from when I was a young kid, and, you know, one-on-one sports helps, but I'll tell you what, ain't nothing like stepping in the cage for the first time before your first fight. Those butterflies are there, trust me. But after that first punch is thrown, you're ready.
All right, I've heard that said. That was certainly true in boxing, but we'll talk a little bit more about that first fight experience.
I'm going to say, Ron, expect to see this very fast-paced the first round. Nice sign of respect, fighters touch glove. Kevin Wong.
Oh, well, they're exchanging heavy.
Yes, they are. They are. Right hook, left hands for Kevin Wong. Ooh, dirty boxing right there by Pat Coates. Cup in the back of the head, letting that right hook fly.
Now, there's nothing against that in the rules for amateur, right? He didn't do anything bad.
Now they're on the ground. Kevin Wong in side control right now. Now there are no strikes to the face in amateur MMA on the ground. Kevin Wong can knee to the body. He can punch the body, but he cannot hit the face.
And the man on the bottom cannot strike the face either.
No, he cannot, Ron.
Now, he's got a great side position there. Yes. What can he do? What should he be working on right now?
Kevin Wong needs to start sliding his left knee across the midsection of Pat Coates and work for the full mount position right there. And Pat Coates is doing a great job of getting right back into the guard, sliding his left knee into the midsection of Kevin Wong.
Well, let me just make a quick observation. These amateurs, when you go to the amateurs in boxing, you see various levels of skill. Oh, he's in trouble, is he not?
Not a good spot to be. I'm sorry, Ron.
No, go ahead.
Now, what Pat Coates wants to do is start to get on his side and start pushing on the hips and sliding his knees up to get rid of Kevin Wong on him right now.
Oh, nice. Hey, he's showing some good hips there.
There you go. He's got the half guard back now.
I just have to make the observation. There's a lot of skill that's being shown by both of these kids out there right now.
Yes.
And there seems to be a huge amount of talent out here in the Philadelphia area. Well, not all these fighters in Philly, but...
You'd be surprised at all the gyms that are popping up, and Philadelphia has a rich boxing history, and the state of Pennsylvania is just a powerhouse in wrestling. So, I mean, it's natural that Pennsylvania, especially the Philadelphia area, is going to have a lot of talented fighters coming out of it.
Well, again, we're not unexpectedly. We've seen some real good skills in this the very first fight. He led him up.
Both fighters are swinging for the fences. Kevin Wong hits him with a straight right hand. Back to the clinch. Nice leg trip by Kevin Wong. And again, Ron, these are 2-minute rounds, so these rounds are going to go fast.
And they're 2 minutes in the amateurs. They're
5 minutes in pros.
5 minutes in the pros.
That was a very exciting first round.
Excellent first round. And skills by both guys.
Yes. Didn't look like too much of a feeling out process right there.
Now, if they go back to throwing those bombs, that's anybody's fight because they were both landing big shots.
Yes, they were.
Now, you notice we didn't see any right uppercuts from Coates during that.
No, not yet. Maybe he's got great coaching right there with breakerz MMA. Hey, you know, maybe that's what their adjustments are going to make. You see a lot of adjustments in the second round, especially in MMA fights.
Well, again, a lot of impressive skills in that first round. I'll be interested to see. It would have seemed to me that Coates would want to keep this standing.
Yeah.
Because he's had trouble with takedowns on both of them. 2 takedowns in the first round.
And Kevin Wong has just been relentless with that body lock and the leg trips, and he's glued to him on the ground. You saw a full mount position. I mean, if I was Pat Coates, I would start making some major adjustments because Kevin Wong is winning this fight right now.
He was dragged into a punch-out in the first round.
Yeah, he was.
And that's probably not to his advantage.
No. Ooh,
that was
big right uppercut by Pat Coates, working the body. Kevin Wong again with that body lock.
He's going to take him down again.
Yeah, that's just such a dominant
He's going to take him down again.
Right there. And being 6'2", you just give up, you know, that midsection for those body locks and everything. You know, it's tough.
Got to be a tremendous disadvantage in that closed position.
I mean, so many advantages being tall and long in the fight game, but I mean, there are a couple of Achilles heels for taller guys. Me knowing that, being 6'2", fighting at 170 pounds.
Indeed. And how do you avoid that?
I always keep my elbows in tight, like almost like a boxing style. This is going to prevent body locks, especially from shorter, stronger guys. And you know, with my length, when I get my arms around you, you know, I got a lot of force and a lot of torque to push down on my opponent.
So one of the things you do is keep them from, first of all, closing on you that way. And the second thing, when you do close, you push them down. Huh?
Yes. And Kevin Wong is doing a great job of controlling up against the cage.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, people, it kind of makes a lot of fight fans angry that you can't punch to the face on the ground. But I'll tell you what, I've been hit to the body on the ground by a ground opponent, and you can create some power, and you can really hurt somebody. And that's what Kevin Wong needs to start doing, working that right knee into the midsection of Pat Coates right now.
Coates is trying to fight back. He's thrown some left hooks to the body in there, to the ribs. That can be effective. But he's in a very bad spot, and particularly pressed up against the cage. I mean, there's little he can do.
Pat Coates needs to get that right arm underhook, and he needs to get his back up against the cage and start walking up that cage. Right now, he's just being held down by Kevin Wong, and Kevin Wong's controlling the fight right now. He's winning the fight again in the second round.
Yeah, if Coates is forced to the ground, he doesn't have a prayer in this fight. He needs it to be a stand-up slug out.
Yeah,
and he hasn't been able to keep it that way.
And with the boxing background, you know, he's going to want to use that length and not let Kevin Wong close that distance and get in that body lock. Kevin Wong just controlling very nicely up against the cage right now.
Is there anything that Wong was trying to do in the way of getting a submission hold in? Was there anything that he came close to doing? I didn't see that.
He needed to work to pass, but
now,
he's going to need a big shot right now.
Well, he took some heavy shots in the first, but so actually did Coates. I mean, Coates took some heavy punches. So far, Wong did get, he unleashed a kick early in the second round.
Yeah.
Hard leg kick.
Yes.
Which I assume is very damaging and hard to, you get enough of those and you're going to have a little trouble with your game standing around.
Kevin Wong looks really game to finish this fight in the third round. Oh, both fighters exchanging in the middle of the ring. Oh, right.
Oh, there's that punch. There was the punch.
That was a right uppercut that rocked Kevin Wong. He's going to want to keep that distance tight. You don't want to break off.
Boy, he's going to lose the advantage unless he can break him away. Because he's got him wobbled right now.
Yeah. Pat Coates went to the ground. Pat Coates really needed to get those underhooks.
Does he have a guillotine in there?
He's not going to be able to finish it from the half guard, it looks like. Looks like Kevin Wong is going to be able to create enough space to save him here. It does look tight, though, but he's got the arm in, too. Kevin Wong looks like he's going to be able to get enough space to keep breathing here.
That's the amazing thing about this sport. Coates is getting his butt kicked. And he comes out, lands a big shot.
Oh, Kevin Wong free now.
Now we're back to the ground game.
And, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the ref doesn't stand this up if he sees not enough action. Both fighters, third round, might be a little tired.
Well, and Wong was wobbled.
Yeah,
he was hurt.
That right uppercut, I'm telling you, tall guys, man, don't count the tall, skinny guys out.
That's you.
Generate power.
Well, that's what they say about you. That's what they say about you. You know, Coates needed to land one more shot after he had hurt him.
Yeah.
And Wong very smartly closed the gap and wouldn't allow another punch.
Yeah, he kept him out of that long punching range of his and closed the distance very nicely and recovered very well. I mean, you saw him, his butt almost hit the mat. He was rocked. Standing him back up.
You had it right.
If I was Kevin, I'd loosen up those hands. He's coming in way too stiff. A little too stiff with the hands, too tense. Exchange in the middle of the ring. Kevin Wong. Oh, another right uppercut lands flush on Kevin Wong's chin.
Well, once again, they're closed.
Oh, fight to the ground again. Kevin Wong has been relentless with that body lock the whole fight, Ron.
Yeah. He's kind of wrapped the fight up with that. And he's, first of all, he saved himself from being knocked out in the third round with his ground game. And he's going to win the decision that way, too. So it's kind of an inevitable thing. Good fight.
So that was a very exciting way to start the first fight of the night.
Excellent
for
stuff.
Cage Wars, too.